Mitter. This is my kingdom. And no one will take it away from me! Never! You are the one.
They are coming. They're right behind me. Please wake me up from this dream. Please wake me up from this dream. Am I dreaming?
Kling 3 just got released and it's massive.
Yeah, I heard it has multi-shots and longer videos too.
I bet VEO 3 and Sora developers won't sleep well this night.
Kling 3.0 just dropped and it has changed the video generation game entirely, bringing longer videos, better first and last frame consistency, more realistic voices, sound effects, camera motion, real-life physics, and multi-shots. I'll be testing these new features and showing you the best ways to use them so you can get the best results. I'll even share my prompts with you so you can start creating these videos yourself. My name is Charles. Let's go. To access Kling 3.0, we are going to be using Higgsfield. The link to Higgsfield is in the description of this video. Now, over here where it says video, you're going to come here and click on Kling 3.0. And then it's going to take you to this page where you can use the new Kling 3.0. To get started, just upload a start frame and an end frame, or just use a start frame to start creating. Kling 3.0 comes with a massive upgrade that allows you to generate videos of up to 15 seconds, giving you plenty of room to be creative within that time. You can also use its multi-shot workflow to create up to 6 shots in a single video. This is massive. After uploading your image, you just enter your prompt and start generating. Now, I'm going to generate a video without using multi-shot so you can see how powerful Kling 3.0 is with or without multi-shots. So we paste our prompt here. As you can see, it's just one shot with it. The camera angle, the motion, the speech, and also the mood and vibe of the video. So if you scroll down here, you can see that the sound is on, meaning that we want the character to speak in the video. So if we want to turn it off, we could just turn it off, but I want to turn it on. Now with this elements part, you can add elements to this particular video while generating. Right before generating, I can click here and create a new element. It can be like a consistent character that I want, also with a voice here, and add the element before generating a video. But I'm going to leave this and then come here, ensure that your model is in 3.0 and the duration is in 15 seconds. I've tried it and 15 seconds actually gives a better result. So 15 seconds is the right one you want to use, unless you want to make it shorter. And then resolution, I'm going to leave it at 1080p and hit generate.
This is my kingdom, and no one will take it away from me.
Now look at this video. The acting is insane. It is far better than Kling 2.6 because this version adds more depth and realism to the scene. Now I'm going to use the multi-shot. To use the multi-shot, you're just going to come over here on the prompt bar and toggle this on. You can see it has changed to multi-shot. So here I can just add more shots and then add prompts for each of the shots, which makes it very easy for you to just, create a video with several shots. So what I'm going to do here is to clear this out, and I'm going to come down here and add different shots. I want to add 4 shots: shot 1, shot 2, 2, shot 4. So once I've added this, I can now start entering my prompt. I already have my image uploaded, still the same image I used in the last video. What I'm going to do now is to enter the prompt step by step. So you can see I've already added prompts to each of the shots: shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, and shot 4. And you can see for each of the shots, there is a time attached to it. So for this first shot, I can say, oh, I want it to last for 4 seconds. And this second shot, I want it to last for 5 seconds, and then for this shot here I want it to last for 2 seconds. You know, just play around with it based on what you've prompted it for that particular shot. You could just customize it. Now, you don't need your prompt to be detailed, right? You don't need it to be detailed. You can just enter the action or where you want to see. If you just want to see the person's foot, or you want a close-up shot of the person's face, or you want the, you know, the shot of the environment alone, you could just write it here in that short part. It doesn't have to be detailed. So for me, I used a very detailed prompt. I used a GPT I created, which is what I'll be sharing at the end of this video. So you can just use it, give it your idea to give you detailed prompt. Could be 4 shots, 5 shots, or 6 shots, depending on what you want. I'll show you how to use GPT before the end of this video. And for all the prompts I'll be using in this video, I'm going to share them to you in my Telegram channel. If you have not joined my Telegram channel, the link to join my Telegram channel is in the description of this video. Now, once you have added all your prompts to the different shots, what you're going to do next, still having the same setting, you're just going to generate.
Mitter. This is my kingdom. And no one will take it away from me. Never!
This is beautiful. You can see the different shots that it captured. The character remained consistent. Here you can see the tracking shot, which is quite good. And over here, the low angle shots. This is quite tricky getting this type of shot when you're generating, but with multi-shot, you can just easily come up with different shots that makes the video engaging. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. I have a lot of videos here that would help you. So subscribe, like, and comment. Now let's look at this. I created a handheld tracking from behind shot, a single shot that follows the character as he walks down into the room. This new model is a beast when it comes to motion and camera movement. Now, if you want a single shot video where you just have one continuous camera movement, turn off this multi-shot, so it's going to give you the best result. So as you can see from this prompt here, I started by saying single shot, specifying the shot type, and then the camera movement, which is handheld tracking from behind, unbroken take, which is one continuous shot. This is the shot type, one continuous shot. And then went further to add negative prompts, no cuts, no camera positioning, no angle change. And then the camera position, handheld, low eye level, locks directly behind the camera, centered on his back and shoulders at constant distance. Before I went to describe the scene and other details here, the scene, the VFX, and you know, other thing that actually makes the shot unique. Like I said, I'm going to leave these prompts for you so you can try it out, and also the prompt generator later in this video so you can use it. And then I got this video here. Now, the reason why I love this continuous one shot, especially the handheld movement, is because it makes you feel like you're part of the scene, you're in a scene, and it gives it that realistic, you know, movement. Say if someone is holding the camera and you're following the main subject into the scene itself. And Kling actually did a good job here. Kling 3.0 did a good job with this tracking shots without, you know, losing focus. Just like I said, if you're trying to use Sora 2 of your 3.1 to do this, you might notice some weird changes, morphing. But here you see there's no morphing of some sort. It feels real. And again, in this video, I used a single shot. The camera was a handheld medium close-up, low eye level. So here it feels like you're experiencing this scene. You can see the camera is positioned as if it's someone that is close to the person lying down on the floor, and camera moves as the person walks. This type of shot is normally hard to get, but with Kling 3.0, it is easy for you to get unique type of, you know, motion shots like this. Now, this will scare you. I tried creating a horror movie scene to test how it handles emotion. So I entered this prompt and I used multi-shots to create the video. Notice how the camera shakes and moves like a real handheld camera. And also the video is scary. Like, come on, can you watch this at night? It sounds good. It looks good. You know, it feels like a real scary movie. Now, it is not so obvious that this is AI. If you're generating this type of video with VEO3, there are certain things you would see that would know that, okay, that will make you know that this is AI. This is generated with VEO 3.1. Right now, VEO 3.1 cannot get this quality in terms of real physical motion, visuals, and sound. Speaking of sound, this is a music video I created using my face. I use multi-shot to capture different moments.
You are the one.
This is beautiful. You can see here, this low angle shot is insane. On a normal day, getting these shots would take you several tries. But with Kling 3.0, you can get it in one prompt. And here I love how it shows the shoes and it still maintains the consistent Gucci outfit. And from this prompt here, I instructed it to keep the high note, and from the camera angle, it kept that low angle close-up shot, which I really love. And then it tilts down to show the shoes. And then, you know, here I ensured that I said it should show the veins in the neck when you're singing, closed eye, the emotional release. You can see the video itself. You can see it was extremely emotional watching myself pitch that level. I don't know how to sing, by the way, but do I? And you can see in this prompt for shot 2, I specifically mentioned camera slowly tilts down from his face to his feet on stage as the note continues. And you can see the audio here, sustained high pitch, vocal instrument swells, slight reverb for dramatic emphasis. Now, so for each of these shots, I didn't just specify the camera type or the camera movement. I also specified the audio, the VFX, and all that, the lighting, what is going to happen in that particular shot. So this means right now you can create a complete music video using your face. For this next video, I tried creating an ASMR style ad video where you have one fixed shot. Now, if you want specific sounds or VFX in your video, you can just add them to your prompt and Kling would include them. Now you can see here, I mentioned single shot, continuous ASMR macro take, because this is more like a macro type shot. I added negative prompt, which is no cuts, and the shot type, one uninterrupted continuous shot, single take, no cut again. And then the scene, just describe the scene, and then the action where the woman just reaches into a large bowl of popcorn and gently picks up a few pieces between her fingers. And then the camera motion and the focus, I then again, you know, describe the camera motion where the camera begins in a close-up of her face, you know, and then it goes to her fingers and then follows her fingers all the way to her mouth when she ate this stuff. So let's play the video. Just look at this. I can run this up for a popcorn ad. This is another area where Kling impressed me. This doesn't feel too addy like VEO 3.1. If this were to be VEO 3.1, you'd hear background music or a voice that is easily recognizable as VEO 3.1 voice. But this is good. The quality, the sharpness, the focus is insane. Now this is a similar ASMR video, but this time around is a chef cooking. In this video, you can see the chef flipping the vegetables as it's captured in slow motion. It is now super easy to create and test ads without it looking too AI-ish. Kling 3.0 also works well with multiple characters speaking in a video and capturing different shots within a scene. This video here, I'm talking with other people. Let's watch the video.
Kling 3 just got released and it's massive.
Yeah, I heard it has multi-shots and longer videos too.
I bet VEO 3 and Sora developers won't sleep well this night.
You can see how it switches the shots from different angles, not just showing the character speaking, but showing other people's reactions during the conversation. Now, for some reason, the last person's speech was slowed down. In a case like this where, it doesn't feel right, you didn't get what you wanted, you could just regenerate until you get the result you want, or you just cut that part out while you're, editing your video. This also works really well for animations. Now, here is this interaction between a father and a daughter.
I'm your dad. I am your dad. Your mom kept you away from me.
No! She said you left us. Why did you do that to us?
I liked how it handled the shots. It makes the whole video creation process, easy for anyone that wants to create. So you don't have to start generating different shots for your videos. You could just specify the shots and then it captures everything properly. But what I noticed with this animation is the lip sync did not, it did not flow very well, right? But it got the emotion, it got the different shots, but it still looks good in terms of the quality. I also noticed that the pitch of their voices sounded a bit off. I'm not sure if that is just, a thing with Kling and animation where the audio sounds a bit off, but I mean, it is okay. You won't really notice unless you listen closely. But overall, I liked how it handled the shots. It makes this whole video creation process easy for anyone to create the video. And with Kling 3.0, you can keep characters consistent. You can add characters and create elements for each of those characters to keep them consistent in different videos that you'll be creating, in different scenes that you'll be creating for your project. For this fighting scene, I used a single shot. Let's see. First off, I love the way the other person stopped the punch. It looked real. I felt it. This is the best I've seen an AI perform in terms of fighting, in a fighting scene so far. Most models out there are so sensitive that you can't even generate a proper fight scene, and when you do, it's trash. But Kling 3.0 pulled this off, and both the impact and the sound are on point. For this next one, I wanted to get more of the emotion. Let's see.
I gave him everything. My heart, my body, and my money. I don't understand. What did I do wrong? I have been good to him. 4 years of my life gone, just like that.
The tears look convincing. If you look closely, you see that her eyes have gone red, showing that she's been crying for a while. Kling brought realism into it. Not too long ago, they had Kling 2.6 in Higgsfield, which without end frame, it was good. But seeing what Kling 3 is capable of doing with start frame and end frame is absolutely mind-blowing, especially for the cost. It changes everything. You can see the pricing here. It is affordable. The creator plan gives you access to Kling 3.0 and 3.0 Omni. So sign up and start creating. I'm going to leave the link to Higgsfield in the description of this video. And for the prompts I use in this video, I'll leave it in my Telegram channel. The link to join my Telegram channel is in the description of this video. If you also want to use the GPT for creating multi-shot prompts, I'm going to leave the GPT in my Telegram channel, so you can just use it to create prompts for yourself. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. I have a lot of videos here that will help you. If you're not here, you're missing out. So subscribe, like, and share this video. I created this video because I know it's going to help you. So watch this video next.